going to take a look at the final sequence of the Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight and break down exactly what led to this TKO stoppage. To give you an idea for Terence Crawford's raw physical strength advantage over Errol Spence and how hard his punches really were. You see here, he throws a punch that is blocked by Errol but rattles his whole body. Now, we're going to focus on the jab. This jab was a battering ram throughout the whole fight. It lands like a straight right hand. I want to focus on one of Errol's mistakes. He kept holding his hand up to the side of his face, blocking, which was allowing, as you'll see right here, Errol Spence, Bud Crawford's straight punches, especially his jab, to get through and go right down the pipe and land pretty much at will and be such a tool in this fight. Now here you see Terence Crawford use a very good counter move. He waits for Errol to throw, and you see Bud step back, throw a right hook, step back again, and throw two hard body shots. Now here Errol gets close, and you see Errol here throw a really hard overhand right. He was trying, man. He was game. He was a warrior. That jab was a battering ram throughout the whole fight, but it's very important to see that he was stepping in. That's why he was getting a lot of power. Now I want to focus on showing again how hard Errol was trying. Errol here throws this overhand left so hard that he actually switches his legs, and it throws him into the conventional stance for a second. And Bud's defense, very underrated for this fight. As you see, as it's thrown, his hand is already up, blocking it, and then he puts his other hand up on the other side, getting ready for Errol's right hook. Not only does Bud block both of them, throws a nice hard counter, and Errol again tries to throw another looping overhand left, and you see Bud beautifully roll out of the way and immediately throw a very hard left counter, which right there I think was the beginning of the end in the sequence as this fight's about to be stopped. You see Bud again throw that hard step jab, two of them as a matter of fact, just to continue battering. Now Errol throws a jab. Now here Bud does something very, very smart, which people aren't focusing on. Bud puts up his hands because he's inviting Errol. When you put your hands up, it's almost showing you're not being offensive, and it's inviting your opponent to come at you. Now this is a very smart bait. He's setting a trap here to get Errol to open up so he can continue the brilliant countering that he's been doing. Errol throws a couple jabs, and he throws that looping overhand right, which Bud catches with his glove, same glove, and then shoots back over, does a classic catch and shoot. And after that catch and shoot, another one of those hard jabs. Now Bud does something which was very imperative in this fight. His inside punching, his short, crisp punches were, as he has Errol hurt, Errol's clinching, Bud throws a short, hard right overhand kind of right hook, catches Errol, and really hurts him. You see here his face. You know, here it's concerning, and the fight probably should have been stopped at this point, if not a little earlier. And then this is where the referee jumps in and stops it, deservedly so. And then you see Bud go over there, jump up on the rope, celebrating. Bud did 3 or 4 things which were the keys to victory in this fight. One was his counterpunching. That was the name of the game for Bud. 2 was setting traps to be able to set up those counterpunches to begin with. 3 was Bud's raw physical strength. Very, very good. And 4, Bud's defense. Bud had great defense in this fight, and all those things enabled Bud to get this TKO and become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world and one of the best welterweights in history.